Yesterday's victory has crippled the enemy, but it did not stop them from landing. Hold the line, but if you must, fall back and continue to fight. The enemy will tire easily. We will outlast them. Prepare yourselves.
Welcome to Battlefield 5. This is, of course, Battlefield World War II, and this is Operations. Grand Operations. It's kind of like Battlefield 1's, grand, well, they weren't grand because they weren't as grand as this. This is Grand Operations. Battlefield 1 had Operations, and it was somewhat similar to this, but this has a couple of twists. It's a little different, and it's bigger. It is cooler, and Battlefield 1, well, Battlefield 1 was pretty good, but Battlefield 5, it feels so much snappier. It feels much better than Battlefield 1 did. One of the big, oh, look at that. He's building a little fortification. That's another new feature. Anyway, the biggest improvement for me are the guns. In Battlefield 1, guns were very unpredictable, especially recoil, but in Battlefield 5, recoil is predictable, which is great, because that means if you learn the patterns, eventually you'll be able to shoot lasers, which is a lot more fun than the random recoil patterns of Battlefield 1. I didn't really enjoy those too much. A lot of people didn't. That's why Battlefield 1, if I remember correctly, had the greatest player drop-offs in the entire Battlefield franchise. And frankly, it just makes sense to me why it would. Okay, unfortunately I'm not a medic, and I just ran headfirst into a German soldier. Luckily, I came out of the firefight alive, but did you see that? Oh my god. Is this Battlefield 5 or Call of Duty Nazi Zombies? It helps that he was a Nazi. That really fits my little joke. Alright, so far so good. Oh my god, the guns just feel so much better. I'm really satisfied with the gunplay. Something else I'm satisfied about is the fact that you don't have a whole lot of ammunition. They're definitely encouraging team play more than previous Battlefield titles. It is closer to feeling like old school Battlefield gameplay. Anyway, tanks and vehicles also have limited ammunition, so you'll need to fall back to base and stock up on supplies every now and then, which is pretty cool. I'm actually just about out of ammunition. I'm gonna switch to the pistol. Go! Jesus! Didn't even matter in the end. I'll see if we have one of our parachute planes to drop in on. I'm gonna call in for a revive, but it doesn't look good. We don't have any teammates near us. Is that blood on my hands? Oh, Jesus. It's gruesome. It's a lot easier to get a revive in Battlefield 5 than the previous Battlefields, because you're screaming for your bloody life. You're covered in blood. You're crawling on the ground. It's a scene. It's disturbing. Looks pretty good too. Anyway, how you guys doing? Battlefield 5 is in closed alpha, so if you want to play, unfortunately you have to get your hands on a code, and it's not easy to get your hands on a code. It's possible they're gonna send out more codes. Obviously the first wave has already gone out, and that first wave is potentially the last wave. They haven't really given a lot of details on that. If you want, it's possible to buy a code on eBay. I don't think that they're allowed to sell codes, but some people are selling them. Unfortunately, they're pretty expensive. They're about 60 bucks. If you're lucky, you can get it for 55. But yeah, it's a server stress test is what the official statement is. It's not really going to be wide open like the next alpha. If there is a next alpha, there's going to be a beta, definitely. I'm not sure if there's going to be an alpha after this one, but yeah, good luck getting in. If I get any extra codes, I'll definitely give them away. I'm not one of the people that sells codes on eBay, but I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, I'm rolling around with the STG-44. This is one of my favorite guns of World War II. It was my second favorite gun in Call of Duty. Not Call of Duty World War II, but Call of Duty World at War. Well, Call of Duty World War II is not bad. I actually own it. I don't play it all that much. I was a huge fan of World at War. Of course, that was made by Treyarch and not Sledgehammer, so that's probably part of the difference in terms of gameplay between those two, but just didn't have the same magic. Yeah, the SDG is pretty damn good. I played a little bit with the MP4. MP40, I mean. It's not bad. So far, my favorite is definitely the STG-44. Oh my god, a tank. Oh, I think I can see why somebody bailed on this thing. It's actually about to kick the... Oh no, it's fine. The 78. I was under fire, and I was thinking this thing isn't gonna last. It's good. Excellent. Let's go ahead and get some repairs in. Oh, Jesus. What the hell was that from? Oh, we got an assault right next to us. Fantastic. Feels like my gun's disabled. I'm gonna hop out and kill him. Damn it. I was gonna hop out, kill him, hop back in. Didn't work out too well. Let me check the controls for switching, switching guns. Pretty sure that tank also has a anti-infantry cannon. Not sure. Switch weapon. Oh, no, F. F. Thought I pressed that. There aren't a whole lot of customization options in the alpha, anyway. This is obviously a work-in-progress build. But you've got 2 weapons for assault. I'm gonna stick with the STG for now. I'll switch to the, what is this? Irma. I'll switch to the Irma later. But we'll stick with the classics. Anyway, tanks are wildly different. A lot of people were afraid this was going to be a Battlefield 1 clone. Obviously, it's not. We've had a bunch of developer interviews and gameplay videos showcasing some of the differences. One of the biggest differences, aside from the changes to gunplay, which is huge, and that's still the biggest difference for me, animations. If you happen to see the Last of Us 2 trailer, the latest trailer, the gameplay trailer, you'll notice that the animations are absolutely breathtaking. They're really something special. They're incredible, in fact. They're so incredible that a lot of gaming journalism websites thought they were fake. Of course, they're not fake. They're just utilizing revolutionary technology, the likes of which we haven't seen up until now. Now, Battlefield 5 isn't utilizing as revolutionary technology as The Last of Us 2. I mean, it's incredible, but it's not single player. When you've got a single player game, you can do a lot more with animations, graphics, meshes, polygon count, everything, really. Anyway, DICE has been quite a bit of drop on this thing. This is the first time I'm using it. Did I get it out? I think I got it out, but I didn't hit. I've got 2 tanks. I'm gonna stick with Assault. I'm not gonna call for a revive because they're gonna be watching my corpse. I'm gonna see when I revive it or when I respawn if I can circle around them and plant some charges. Where are they? There they are. Well, A looks like my best bet. I'm gonna bank left. Unfortunately, I'm surrounded by the British. They're literally everywhere. But I might be able to sneak past them and get to the tanks. Anyway, some of the animations, like you can go prone, you can actually turn 360 degrees, look at that. And look, I'm on my back. And I'm on my stomach. And I'm on my back. Now when you're actually switching from your back to your stomach, you actually take a half a second or two to roll over. It's not instantaneous, which is a very nice touch. And of course that animation looks correct not only for you, but it looks proper for the enemies and your teammates. I really appreciate that. The devil is in the details. Something else that they did really well is the snow effects. I'm actually playing on PC, by the way. Everything's cranked up to maximum. I'm playing at 2K. Of course, that's downsampled to 1080p within the live stream, but I'm playing at native 2K, not upscaled. And it looks pretty good. Well, it looks really good. Especially for alpha. I don't know if I can break this ice. No, of course not. It would be frozen solid, but it would be fun if you had some thin ice that you could shoot out beneath the enemy's feet. Of course, that would probably open up some amazing team kill scenarios. Whoa! That was close. Buildings are back to being fully destructible, which is really fun. Who got me? Him? Look, he was coming to the right of him. I wouldn't know how snipers are in Battlefield 5. I've seen some people in the chat room in-game saying that they hate recon, but that could just be people that don't enjoy snipers like myself. Who knows? Alright, we'll switch to medic for a little bit. MP40. Great, great, great gun. Of course, as being a submachine gun, this is more close range than my STG-44 was. And that's not exactly a long-range gun in the first place. But compared to the submachine gun, it kind of is. Now in Call of Duty World at War, you could just take an MP40, slap a scope on it, and you had yourself an automatic sniper rifle. I'm exaggerating, of course, but it was pretty accurate. This is not nearly as accurate. I haven't used it too much. Luckily I'm a medic, so I can heal myself up. That was a recon shooting me. Okay. Nice and quiet. Is he still in that building? No, he hauled ass. He actually may have been the person I just killed, I'm not sure. Oh crap, they're in the bunker opposite me. So, this could get dicey if I'm not careful. Holy shit! I am no longer a self. Ah! Buildings are now fully destructible. I'd better watch my ass. Oh my god, the tanks are coming after me. It's also really difficult to see with all this snow. Oh shit. Oh, that's one wall down. Great. Is that the tank? Of course it's the tank, what am I saying? Dear God. Alright, let's try and escape. Or not. Let's just go prone. Run! The tank is dead! The tank is dead! Yes! Woo! Oh God. I think that was a plane. Alright, let's watch our back. Great, looks like we're about to take A back from the British. Anyway, we're playing Grand Operations. This is a brand new game mode to Battlefield 5, but it's not really that new. It's actually got a lot in common with Battlefield 1's Operations. Of course, it's different from Operations, and it's more in depth. It's cooler. It's definitely better, but it is similar. It's got a narrative theme to it where it's definitely got a soft plot to it, And speaking of plot, of course, Battlefield 5 has a campaign. Oh, man. I should have been paying attention. This isn't Call of Duty. A lot of people were really disappointed, obviously, by the fact that Black Ops 4 doesn't have a campaign. I think there's more people that play Call of Duty campaigns than Battlefield campaigns, but we got a campaign in Battlefield 5. We also have co-op returning. Actually, have we had co-op in Battlefield before? I don't think so. Everyone wanted co-op back in Bad Company, but we didn't have co-op in Bad Company. Anyway, we have co-op in Battlefield now. 4-player co-op. So that's pretty cool, I guess. I don't know if it's cool yet. I haven't played it. I haven't seen it. We haven't really seen anything as far as the campaign's concerned. We've got a little teaser, but that was it. Oof. Yeah. Probably not the best idea to shoot at a plane with a submachine gun. Okay, they're still in the bunker. Thank God. Oh, God. Is it game over? I think it's close. How we doing? Not too good. At least our KD's positive. That's something. Massive, are you gonna go back to Battlefield? I mean, Jesus Christ, I was gonna say Battlefield and then Bad Company. Are you gonna go back to Battlefront 2 when the Clone Wars DLC comes out? I hope to. Part of the reason why I haven't been streaming it is the fact that I've had awful times with the servers. I don't know why. I've opened up. Is that a hostile? That's a hostile plane dropping bombs. Alright. Try to stay out of his way. I've opened up my ports, but nothing seems to help. I have a really difficult time finding servers with Battlefront 2. And I have a difficult time staying connected to servers when I actually do find them. So, that's unfortunate. And I really hope that that's fixed. I'm pretty sure it's not on my end. But I hope that it's fixed by the time that the Clone Wars comes out at least. Because that's been very disappointing. And I open up tickets with EA support every once in a while, but they just don't seem to have any answers. I don't understand what the problem is, but it's very frustrating. For a while I had that problem with Battlefield 1. The problem went away eventually. It fixed itself. Because I couldn't fix it no matter what I tried. Let's get a tank and see how much of this town I can level. I'm assuming you can level pretty much all of it. Except for maybe some of the concrete foundations like that. I don't know, maybe you can level it. Maybe this building was hollowed out from tank fire instead of tank treads. I should have went recon. What if they know I'm alive? It's a hell of a lot of British. I'm gonna back off, actually. Got a little too hot for me. Quiet. Oh, it's not that quiet, actually. Still, it's too quiet. I'm just gonna throw a blind grenade and pray for the best. Nothing. There's a vehicle up there, and I can't tell if it's a tank or a half-track. I'm gonna assume it's a tank. Oh! Hey, sweet, thanks. Damn it! Well, he tried. I'll give him that. Alright, let's switch from the MP40 to... Oh, no, actually, no bolt actions for me. Is that a bolt action? No, it's not a bolt action. Still. I'm gonna stay away from those guns for now. I'm gonna stick with automatics instead of, semi-automatics. The STG-44 is so far my favorite by far. You hear that? Either I'm crazy or there's a tank really, really close by. Damn. You saw me, didn't he? I have a feeling he's gonna come around this side. If he's really clever, he'll go back around this side because I won't even be watching for him. Jesus. Good shot. Alright, we gotta pick ourselves back up. Getting in vehicles is difficult. I don't know if people are spawn camping the vehicles, so to speak. But they're not easy to find. Alright, let's spawn in our squad. Be a little slower, more methodical. Just joined in. Any cool vehicles on the map? Yes! There's British tanks. I think there's German tanks as well. I'm not positive. Pretty sure there are, unless I'm unless I was hallucinating at EA Play. I played Battlefield 5 at EA Play. And I think I remember driving a German tank. There's planes, of course, German planes, British planes. I don't know if the Alpha has more than one type of plane. I think that there's just a fighter bomber. Actually, no. I believe there's a fighter bomber and a bomber. There were at least two types of planes at the EA Play demo. But this is the Alpha. It's not a demo. So I'm not sure. Of course, as soon as I do see a vehicle, I'll hop inside. I was inside of a tank earlier. They should have a little practice zone where you can practice the vehicles in the Alpha. They don't, though, because this is a server stress test. It's not supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be work. You're supposed to provide feedback on how the game's performing and if you run into any technical issues. And, you know, they want to gather data. They want to gather numbers for their server performance. I'm assuming part of the reason for the server stress test isn't just launch, but also the next Alpha. Where it's probably going... Oh, planes, great. Alright, 3 types of planes. What have we here? Let's go with, BFG 1. Ooh, Stuka. Stuka! Dive bombers. What the hell? Is it a spawn kill? Hope I'm not that bad of a pilot. Let's try that again. Can't customize these things yet, I don't think. I really hope this isn't... Oh, God. What the hell? Ah! Something took us down. Oh, my God. It was a spawn kill. Hell, that was a nice shot. I'm a little miffed, but I'm not mad. Alright, I'm gonna change my controls. God, I hate mouse controls for planes. Maybe it's objectively better, but I didn't grow up with that. And I'm stubborn. Okay, is it an advanced? Yes. Airplane control, simplified. Airplane control, no. No, thank you. Vehicle driver control, I guess that was it. Is that it? I'm gonna assume so. Okay. Beautiful. Oh no, I wasn't. That was my, that's my squad mate it was showing, not the kill cam, of course. Jesus Christ. Well, I don't know what killed me. It could have been a glitch. Sometimes, when you spawn on a squad mate, you don't actually spawn. Well, you spawn, but you stay in the menu. So you can't control your character. You can't move, you can't see, you can't fire. You're still in the menu. But of course, this is an alpha, so that's to be expected. And look at him flopping on the ground. Flopping on the deck like a fish! Anyway, you have to expect those kinds of things in an alpha. I'm not faulting the game at all. That mountain looks gorgeous. So this is a 60 FPS live stream, if you can handle it. You have to have fairly good internet, but if you can handle it, I would recommend watching this at 1080p 60 FPS. I'm streaming at a really high bitrate, so this should be looking as good as I can get it to look, as good as it can look. Once again, I'm streaming the PC version of the game. There's only one version of the game right now. Oh my god. Look at that beautiful tank. Oh, gorgeous. I know this makes me a skeevy trader, but I love German tanks. They're my favorite. I'm gonna gaze upon his beauty as I die. No, don't revive me. Well, I appreciate it, but that'd have been a hell of a way to die. That Panzer being the last thing I see. Seriously gorgeous, though. Wait. Oh, damn it. It's a Tiger tank, not a Panzer, Jesus. Anyway. That sucks. I had a perfect opportunity to get inside, and I missed it. Hope he blows up the car. Maybe this guy's got an empty slot. No, he's full up too. Alright, let's move up with the armor. Whoa, whoa, never mind. Armor's still okay. Shockingly. And it doesn't have an empty seat. I gotta respect that. It looked like they were gonna get blown to hell, but they stayed inside. They got nerves of steel. Alright, tank's gonna stay behind. I was hoping I could move up with them, but we'll just move up on foot. Never mind. We're actually at the edge of the combat zone. Well, that's great. We can stay near the tank.
Hallo! Sanitäter!
Quality German engineering. Look at that. It took a round right to the turret, but it's fine. Awesome. We're in luck today, boys. We got 2 Tiger tanks. And I'm gonna use them as mobile cover. Without getting my skull crushed. Might be a challenge. This game is giving me serious flashbacks in a good way. It's always a good way when it's involving Battlefield Bad Company 2. Anyway, it's giving me serious Bad Company 2 flashbacks. It kind of looks like Bad Company 2 in 2018. I can't quite put my finger on it, but ooh, this game looks really good. It looks a lot better than Battlefield 1. Battlefield, for a couple of iterations now, has looked a little cartoony. Jesus. But not this game. Battlefield 5 looks more realistic, it looks more grounded. Barring, of course, all of the camo and player outfits that don't quite fit in the realism of World War II. But it looks like that's mostly going to be contained within Battlefield 5's campaign. Which is good, because honestly, that blue face paint is a little silly. I also don't really want anybody running around with hooks for hands necessarily. I remember when when Battlefront came out, everybody wanted Stormtrooper customization. I didn't really want Stormtrooper customization because I didn't want the game to look like a pack of Skittles. I didn't want somebody from the 501st and the 402nd and blue clone troopers next to red clone troopers next to yellow clone troopers. Everybody's got a different colored clone trooper. And we might be getting that with Battlefield 5, I'm not sure. The game doesn't have a season pass, which I commend it for. I don't want a season pass in Battlefield because it is hell on the player base. But at the same time, without a season pass, they got to pay for all those free maps and weapons and vehicles somehow. So that means that they're probably going to be doing a lot of cosmetics. And if you want people to buy cosmetics, you've got to let them look different. Nice! Anyway, that scares me a little bit. I'm more concerned about the gameplay than I am, you know, historical accuracy and all that stuff. Battlefield 5 isn't exactly a simulator. The Battlefield franchise has never really been a simulator, but the gameplay itself is great. I don't know what the customization is going to be like, but the gameplay itself is really fun, and the guns are way better than Battlefield 1. A lot of people didn't like Battlefield 1. Some of them couldn't put their fingers on it. Me, it was the gunplay. I didn't mind that it was not too realistic in the sense that it was really fast-paced. And World War I was not fast-paced. World War I used a lot of bolt-action rifles. We didn't really have realistic, appropriate World War I weapons. We had a lot of assault rifles and automatic guns, which wasn't period appropriate, but that's not what I had a problem with. I had a problem with recoil, and I also had a problem with just the recoil patterns, really. That was the biggest thing. They're back to being predictable in Battlefield 5, which is huge. So if you memorize the pattern, you can be very accurate. It's less about luck, in a way, and it's back to being about skill. Which is very good, and that's part of the reason why I'm getting some Bad Company 2 flashbacks.
Our lines are broken, but not our will. The British have taken the port, but the battle is not yet over. We will move what remains of our forces into the mountains. Up there, we will lie in wait.
It's the dawn of a new day in grand operations. Oh, no, it's not. That's the end of the game. Damn it. I wanted to fight in the mountains. Anyway, it's the end of all days in operations. We'll hop in a new one. Looks like this one's gonna be at night. There's just the one map. I don't believe there's any other maps. Port of Narvik, Norway. 2,300 hours. Looks like we're once again playing as the Nazis. I'm gonna be rolling in as, hell, let's go as a medic with the MP40. The MP40 is a close and personal submachine gun. We gotta get to know our enemy face to face. So we're gonna be blitzkrieging. That's our strategy. Night operations. Fighting under the Aurora Borealis. This is a really pretty game. Frostbite is a gorgeous engine. Anyway, welcome to Bad Company World War II. Alright, well, it's not quite Bad Company, but it's as close as we're gonna get for a while at least. Remember the rumors that the next Battlefield game was gonna be Bad Company 3? And then we had the speculation that the next Battlefield was gonna be 2143? Yeah, that'd have been nice. I'm happy with what we got, though. This is a lot of fun. Alright. The British are coming! They're dropping in from the planes. We actually have AA cannons to take these planes down, but they're taking their chances, and it's paying off. They can wait to parachute from the planes, and they can drop closer to our base the longer they wait, but obviously their planes can be shut down. It's difficult to shut those planes down, though. I mean, those engines can take a beating. Something else that's pretty cool is when you kill medics and support, sometimes they drop ammo packs and health packs. Drop them right out of their nasty old packs. I'm gonna back off on those guys. They saw me, which is great. Let's fall back a little bit. I got a submachine gun, so I'm not gonna dare enter in ranged combat with these guys. Grenade, come on! Kill from the grave, please. Ugh, that's right, I got a smoke grenade. If anything, I just gave them cover. Son of a bitch. I hope they finish me off. You can call for a revive, but it's mostly just incoherent grunting, which is great. Can I control this thing? Yes. It's pretty cool. We just fired artillery. I have no idea what it does. I just got a triple kill with it, though. And we ranked up. Well, that's fantastic. As you can see, our team members have been very busy. They've been building up fortifications. I don't exactly know how to build fortifications myself, but looks like I'm holding a sandbag. Anyway, let's get out there. Damn. Shouldn't play this like World at War. Honestly, a modern Battlefield game would have been dope. I was tired of it for a while because of all the, you know, lock-ons and little gadgets. It was nice to go back to basics, and I'm still good with being back to basics, but I would have killed for 2143. That would have been my jam. But a modern Battlefield, that would have been interesting. Not super modern. If you're gonna go super modern, go 2143. Go all the way. But if you're gonna go modern day, don't go crazy modern day. Go with what we have 2018 current day, you know? Not 2025 tech. 2018 tech. Or hell, 2016 tech or 15 tech. That would have been cool too. Basic modern day is what I'm saying. No nonsense modern day.
Erste Hilfe schadet nicht.
Alright, I'm gonna try to be the best damn medic possible. How many med packs do I have left? I've got 2 of them left. I'm gonna try to use them sparingly. Am I a bad medic if I heal myself? Alright, this seems like a safe place. Oh, how ironic. Gotta watch where you make those revives. Thank you, man. He did what I couldn't. Is a sniper in the distance? I'll be damned, it is. I wouldn't even be mad if he got me at that range. That'd be pretty damn impressive. That's just absolutely terrifying. I love it. Makes them really easy to spot from a distance, too. Some of these guys are kinda landing right on top of us. This is probably a bad place to hunker down, but what the hell? I'm feeling risky. I'm probably about to be feeling dead. Surprised I don't see the British yet. I see them over the hill, but I know they landed closer than that. They might be smart, biding their time. Taking the long way around, looking for a good entrance. Whoa! A lot of dead British over there. Who are you playing as? We're playing as, Assault. Is my arm broken? That was sick looking. Wait, are those the British? Oh god, how disgusting. The British are all reviving their teammates next to my dead corpse.
Noch mehr Erste-Hilfe.
Oh, he's dead for good, isn't he? No, he's not. No, he's not. Sometimes the icon doesn't pop up right away. And to think I almost gave up on it. Holy hell, that's a lot of British. I did get that grenade out, but I'm a medic, so it's a smoke grenade. Damn it. I'm gonna go back to the main deploy screen. Hopefully I'm not respawned. I'm gonna see if I can choose another grenade. I keep falling for it. Okay. So, we have just the smoke grenade. Great. They have switched the classes up a little bit, so not everything's universal. Of course, they will have more options later. This is the very first alpha. It's quiet. Too quiet. I just saw that random British soldier, and he's pretty far from the drop zone. I wonder if he had any friends. Actually, you know what? That's an AA cannon up there. Let's check it out. That could definitely come in handy. Oh, yeah. Oh, I love these things. Look at that! Looks like we're about to take it down. It's on fire, at least. Yes! Unfortunately, I got in a little late, so they already got off the aircraft. I was useless, but we got another wave coming in. We also have hostiles shooting at me. I have no idea where they are. Can't tell, but I think he's out of range. Alright, let's go for one of these guys. And we've got some backup! Excellent. We had a squad spawn on us, and he's gonna be watching our back. This is Katana. She's gonna watch my back. She can cut any of you in half. Come on, come on. What are we? Some kind of Nazi squad? Yes. This is satisfying. And super, super easy. Well, it had to come eventually. Could have been boring if I sat up there the entire game. Boring but productive. It is still useful. We're going to keep running as medic, and this time we're actually going to fulfill the role of medic instead of playing Rambo. I would definitely watch a World War II Rambo where he's just killing Nazis. I would be all over that. Yo, how about instead of setting the Predator... when is the Predator set? Modern day? The new Predator remake? Anyway, instead of setting the Predator remake in modern day, how about the Predator happens to land in Nazi Germany? That would be fun. You just get to watch Nazis trying to survive against the Predator. This time, the Predator wins! Maybe if I know, you know, that could be dangerous for other countries. He might, I don't know the lore of Predator, but I think sometimes Predator ain't just having a merry little hunt for the sake of honor and sport, but sometimes he's gotta want world domination or something. And who knows, maybe this new Predator movie doesn't follow the rules of Predator. Anyway, my point is, I wouldn't mind watching the Predator win in a movie against the Nazis. I know we're supposed to be rooting for the humans, but, you know, I think that's optional depending on who the Predator is hunting. Aliens is better than Predator. If you're talking about the first Predator movie, the first Aliens movie is better than the first Predator movie, yes. But, I mean, if you're talking about Aliens 2, you know, Aliens 3, well, then it gets a little dicey. The first Predator is a goddamn classic. I mean, I'm not going to say it's going to win any Oscars or anything, but it's a lot of fun. I love how they just flop around. Look at that. Look at that. How can you not revive them? Well, I meant how can you resist to revive them, but Sometimes you actually do have a glitch where you have trouble reviving them. Wow. He was extremely close. He's out of ammunition for his main gun, too.
Sanitäter!
Respect. It's not a bad way to die. Bleeding out under the Aurora Borealis. Hell, I mean, you could be in Moscow dying in a dingy, abandoned strip club instead, you know, on those greasy floors that they probably don't wash often enough. I'd rather die here. Alright, we're gonna switch to... We'll switch to the STG-44 with Assault for a little while. I do like the MP40. It's not bad. It's a good gun. It's one of my favorite guns of World War II, but my favorite gun of World War II, bar none, is not the bar, but the STG-44. I also like the Luger. And the M1911, of course. What a gorgeous handgun. Possibly the most perfect handgun ever conceived. It's still sometimes used today.
The British were more effective than anticipated. With our guns destroyed, we are now unable to stop them from coming ashore. If they take a position, regroup and push them back. Hold the line at all costs.
Sorry about that. Had to grab some water. Is this game over? Oh, it's day 2. Cool. Day 2. Port of Narvik, Norway, 3,200 hours.
With our artillery destroyed, the British forces have massed on our shores. They will try to invade our bases, but we will stop them. If they take a position, regroup and push them back. Hold the line at all costs.
Spawn on the front lines. I actually have no idea how to build. The build tool is T. I don't... Oh, you can't build anywhere. I see you. There we go. We could build that thing. Alright, I'm gonna do some building. Just call me Hans the Builder. Let's build up some fortifications here. Looks like the British are coming in pretty close. So... Okay, can't build anything there. Great. Good to know. Oh, God. I wish I was still medic. Okay. Building kit. Go! Don't see anything. Maybe it's... Oh, wait, there we go. Can build stuff over there. The building is something that's going to be more effective the more familiar you are with a map. Which, I guess, makes complete sense. But you can't just build everywhere, it seems. Maybe you can, maybe I'm doing it wrong. But it looks like there are designated areas. Quite a few, but, you know, it's not like Minecraft. Well, that's not what the kids are playing today. It's not like Fortnite. Is that the game that's hip with the kids? Yeah, it's not like Fortnite where you can build anywhere. I would assume. I don't actually know for sure, but that's what it looks like. Which makes sense for balancing purposes. This isn't Fortnite, and people would hate it if it was. Once again, I'm not medic. Oh, come on! He worked for it, though. He deserves that. Ooh, is this a medic? Perfect. Alright, we're gonna move up with the medic. We're gonna take objective A, hopefully. And what does he have? He has the MP40, great. We've both got fully automatic weapons. Which makes us quite a formidable team. I have a feeling they're held up in that greenhouse. I'm gonna stick with my buddy though. Because if I need help, he's the only one that can give it to me. Let's check upstairs real quick. Clear. Where's my buddy at? Jesus! That was a close one. Oh my god. They're everywhere. Well, maybe the potato mash is gonna get him. I think they tossed one upstairs and it landed on my leg. And yet I can still be revived. I don't know how effective I'm gonna be with probably no legs and no arms and no torso. That grenade could deal some damage. Time to kill has been greatly reduced, if you can't already tell. Which is great fun. Sounded sarcastic, but it's not. It is actually, way better than before. I like short time to kills, and it makes sense in a game like Battlefield. It doesn't feel right when everybody's, sponge for bullets. Shouldn't feel like everybody's wearing body armor. That is one heavy machine gun emplacement up top. Ooh. I'm not sure if I should move up because they're... Oh, God. Already killing us where we already stand. Alright, I'm gonna fortify. Maybe Eeples will revive me. No, he's running away. I don't blame him. This is a dangerous place. They could be watching my body as bait. A's under attack. Let's switch to medic. I'm actually feeling the MP40 more than the STG-44 now. We'll stick to the home front instead of Ramboing off again. There's some British in here. I don't know where. We're pushing them back. Got a hell of a lot of German soldiers. So the British are somewhere inside of these homes. Just don't know where. Jesus, it's like a horror movie. Actually, that's not a bad idea. I'd like to see Whew. That's scary. I'd like to see a really realistic war movie. Not a movie that glorifies war, but a really grounded, realistic war movie that's shot like a horror film. Just very scary and disturbing and uncomfortable. Just violence. Senseless violence. In fact, there was maybe the Battle of Stalingrad. That seems like a good choice for that. No, this game doesn't look just like Battlefield 1 with... I mean, it's Frostbite, so it's gonna look like Frostbite, but... If you haven't played Battlefield 1 recently, obviously this is a live stream, it's compressed. If you were playing it, it would look better, but... If you haven't played Battlefield 1 recently, it has aged. It's not the best looking game. I mean, it looks incredible, but it's not the best game out there, graphically. The Division looks better, in my opinion, graphically, but... Battlefield V, or Battlefield 5, it's a definite improvement. in terms of graphics over Battlefield 1. The snow looks better. In fact, it's kind of hard to see because, again, the live stream is compressed, as they always are. You can actually, let's see if I can show you guys inside of a house. Hold on. We need a house that's got a hole blown in it. Well, here's a good example. Look, no snow. Snow! It's coming through the doorway. It's actually blowing through, and the snow is actually hitting the bottom of that windowsill. See that? Can't believe it. Look at the snow! The snow can hit solid objects. It's very impressive. It is, though. It's a very cool touch. I don't know if it's going to be able to do that on consoles, but it does it on PC, and it's really neat. It's actually grouping up along that molding, and you can see it gathering in corners. It's cool. Nice physics. The lighting's better, shadows are better. Everything's just a little bit better. I mean, it's not a world of difference. It's not the difference between Bad Company 1 and Battlefield 4, but it's a big difference, nevertheless. But yeah, it is Frostbite, so it's gonna look like Battlefield. It's not a new engine or anything. Or even a new, you know, a new generation of engine for Battlefield. I'm sure the next Battlefield is gonna look way different than Battlefield 5 and Battlefield 1, but unless we get a hardline type of a Battlefield, then it'll look like Battlefield 5. In any case, 2143, I'm hoping that is going to be the next generation, so to speak. I think Cyberpunk was supposed to come out for next generation consoles, wasn't it? Can't quite remember. I'm pretty sure it was. Any tanks around here? No. Oh, there's one in the distance, but this thing just feels dangerous. Feels so exposed. You know what? Let's try it in the house for fun. Alright, greenhouse. Damn it! We didn't hit the greenhouse, but we hit the house in front of it. Am I dead? Yes. It just doesn't show that I'm dead, but I am. Alright, we'll stick with the medic and go to A. Look at that. This is a really good example. You can see some of the snow pooling up around the rubble as it's blowing across this ruined house. And you can especially see the slope? It's actually blowing up the slope. And it gathers at different places. Like there you can see a lot of snow just being stopped by that 2x4. There's a lot of cool physics effects in... There it is, just bouncing off of the top of the dresser. There's a lot of cool physics effects in Battlefield 5 and a lot of destruction. It's a good-looking game. It really is. I'm going to release a very high-quality 4K video of Battlefield 5 very soon. I happen to have a really powerful capture card. It's actually the world's best capture card, and it's not an Elgato. In any case, it's the very, very highest possible quality that is allowed on YouTube, and you'll be able to see the difference in visuals between Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5 much more easily than a live stream like this. That's so strange. We had so many British soldiers in A, but now they're gone. There's a dead one over there. You can see him flopping around every now and then. That means that they're waiting for a revive. Are there more British in this house? No. No, there's not. Which actually makes it worse. We had like 3 Germans in that house. How the hell did the British guy get inside? Oh god, grenade! They're very sneaky. And they're making me nervous. Holy shit, this guy's name is Teddy Roosevelt. And he's dead. I was gonna buddy up with him. Well, looks like that's not gonna happen. Oh god, they're taking over A, and I'm almost out of ammunition. Ooh. Yeah, these guys are everywhere. Grenade out! Even though I've just got a smoke grenade. Shit. Well, looks like A's lost. I'm gonna try to respawn as soon as possible. I don't think anybody's gonna revive me. We don't have anybody at Alpha. Great. They pushed us back. I couldn't respawn in time. Well, at least we got a brand new objective. We should be able to build some stuff. Maybe. Let's go with A again. Oh man, I missed a vehicle. Where's he spawning anyway? There he is. Is he full? No, he's not full. Excuse me, sir. One of his squad mates is gonna hop in if I'm not fast enough. Sir? Yes! Congratulations, you now have a gunnery position inside of your tank. God, these things are cool. So tanks now have limited ammunition, as you can see in the bottom right-hand corner. I have 66 rounds. Now I have 65. I better be very careful not to waste any ammunition. I will only shoot when I'm positive I'm gonna get a hit. The tank itself has limited shells as well, so everything is finite, which is great. It makes it easier for balancing, and it also is way cooler. It feels more immersive as well. I'm not going to use the word realistic because this is, well, this is an arcade sim. It's a very soft sim. It's not meant to be a full-on simulator. And a lot of people are complaining that Battlefield 5 is not realistic enough. Well, it's not really meant to be too realistic. They're trying. Unfortunately, it looks like the area that it's going to lack realism most is cosmetics. I would really appreciate it if we just had, like, period-appropriate suits and uniforms. Dear God, 24 bullets remaining. Oh, excellent. We were just resupplied. We got 75 bullets now. Still, I'm not gonna go just shooting willy-nilly. I'm gonna be cautious and calculating. Something I need to keep in mind is there's bullet drop. Oh, tank. Tank! Spotting's also different. Jesus Christ. Somebody got us with C4. Spotting is also different. You no longer highlight a specific enemy. You now spot an area where you saw the enemy, which is much more fair. I was hoping we could spawn on a plane. Alright, it's time to go super tactical medic. Looks like we're most needed at position B. I kind of want to be a tank mechanic. That sounds like fun. But I'll stick with medic for now. Does he have a gunnery position open or no? Can't tell. Oh, shit! Didn't even realize. Oh, scared the crap out of me. Alright, he doesn't have a gunnery position open. What about the other tank? I'm assuming they're both filled. Yeah, he's gotta be filled. He is. That's too bad. That's alright. We need medics. It's a thankless job, but somebody's gotta do it. Submachine guns, they're not the best at range. But they can make do in a pinch. Crap, out of ammo. Alright, let's fall back. I'm gonna see if I can find somebody with ammunition, maybe support. He's not support. He's assault. crap. Damn. No support. Not only are the people playing support not generally giving out ammunition out, thank God, but, there's not a lot of people playing support. Most people are playing assault, or there's a lot of medics. My last couple games had a lot of recon, but it's usually just assault. Everybody likes the STG-44, and I can't blame them. But support is desperately needed. Oh, crap. We're losing a lot of men. I don't mind, though. Gives me a lot of points to revive these guys. I've got one medic pouch left. I'm considering just keeping it for myself and being selfish. But that wouldn't be very medic of me. Pretty sure I took an oath or something. Well, I'm still alive and I can call for a revive, which I am doing. Somebody's reviving me right now, but sometimes it's a little funny because you're... Wait a second, I forgot. Battle points. How many points do we have? 2,000. Not nearly enough. But when you get enough points, you can call in tanks or drones, I'm assuming. Maybe that's a plane. I think it's a... Well, it's not a drone. They didn't have those. Not really. I think they had radio control drones. Anyway, you can call in support with points, which is kind of cool. There's a lot of neat additions. It's not quite like Kill Streak. It's more like if you ever played Command & Conquer Renegade, it's like that. No one played Command & Conquer Renegade. It's like Section 8. No one played Section 8 either. You buy things with money. It's like PlanetSide. That's a much better example. God, look at this DPI. So snappy. Ugh. God, that's not smooth at all. I gotta get really lucky that someone happens to be where I'm snapping to. Look at that. This is alpha, so it's to be expected, but... Oh, it's just so unlucky. Really unfortunate. Alright, let's move up. It's not a great gun anyway. Well, it would be if it was fixed. Actually seems pretty powerful. I wonder if those stationary guns have limited ammunition. I'm assuming they do. Most weapons seem to have limited ammo. Alright, I got you, buddy. Stay with me. I don't got you. How the hell do I... Oh, there we go. You can't always, revive them, but if they're screaming for the mother, screaming that they got a family, it's a good sign that they're revivable. Also, if they have remaining limbs. Even if they just got one limb, you know, that's enough. They can hold a grenade down and pull the pin with their teeth. As long as they got one limb, they can fight. Anybody in the house? Just a friendly. Good. What's he building? Oh, how cool. You can build up window shutters, it looks like, and you can also build cover. Even if a house is partially destroyed, it's not useless. That's a great compromise for the improved destruction. You can destroy way more buildings. There's almost complete destruction in many cases. This house is getting pounded to shit. I'm out. Anyway, it sucks because in some Battlefield maps with a lot of destruction, once the destruction took place, goodbye cover. But now you don't have to worry about it because you can rebuild some of that cover. You have the science. It can be rebuilt. Which is pretty cool. It's a great compromise. There's a lot of things that Battlefield 5 does right. And that's one of them. Another thing Battlefield 5 does right is predictable recoil. consistent patterns. I'm so happy about that. I can't stop talking about it. It makes the gunplay so much better. I really didn't like Battlefield 1's gunplay. I didn't like it. Not at all. Most people didn't. Battlefield 1 had I think the biggest drop-off of any Battlefield game in history. So many people just stopped playing it after release because they were dissatisfied with the gameplay. They just didn't find it fun. Myself included. I definitely dropped off. I'll probably play Battlefield 5 for quite a while, though. As long as they keep improving it like this. Oh, and the fact that the post-launch content is all going to be free. That's huge for me as well. I didn't buy the premium pass for Battlefield 1. Namely, I didn't enjoy it enough. But also, I have a hard time finding matches for the DLC that I was given for free. Every once in a while, they give away Battlefield 1 DLC. And even when it's free, I have a hard time finding games. Because some people don't have it. It doesn't stay free forever. It segregates the player base, and it's not healthy for a game population. Not everybody buys the season pass, and some people just buy a single DLC, which means it's gonna be really spotty. Some DLCs will have next to no people playing it, and, well, you guys know how it works. It's been a thing since Call of Duty, well, World at War. Call of Duty 4, I'm pretty sure, had map packs. It's not good. Anyway, thank God, Battlefield 5 doesn't have paid maps or anything. Everything's gonna be free, maps are gonna be free, weapons are gonna be free, game mode's gonna be free, vehicles, guns, everything. Which is how it should be. I don't think they're gonna have loot boxes either, but they will have purchasable cosmetics and skins, which I'm totally okay with, because I would rather have free maps than free skins. That's just me. Maybe I'm crazy like that. I care more about the gameplay than I do about what my soldier looks like. I can't even see him. What do I care? I do care about what my fellow soldiers look like. I hope the cosmetics aren't going to be too crazy. Time to kill is also lower. I'm very happy about that. So it's way better now. You can drop somebody in half a second, which feels a lot more realistic. Not only was Battlefield 1's gunplay kind of irksome, but the time to kill was also irksome. I didn't enjoy it. I was quite disappointed. It's so weird, though, that Battlefield 5 has a campaign. It's got co-op. It's got all that. Yet, most people don't really like Battlefield campaigns. I liked War Stories in Battlefield 1, but Battlefield 4 and 3, they weren't the best campaigns. Most people enjoy Call of Duty campaigns more than Battlefield campaigns. But Call of Duty 4, I was asking for that. I was trying to spot him, but oh god. Just a sitting duck. Standing duck, which is even worse. At least a sitting duck is semi-tactical. Anyway, Call of Duty 4, no campaign. No campaign in Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Really surprising. You would think that Battlefield 5 wouldn't have a campaign and they would have expanded on the multiplayer maybe. Instead, put those resources in more maps and vehicles at launch, but no. I don't even know if Call of Duty Black Ops 4 is going to have more multiplayer content as a result of skipping campaign. They may have just done that as a cost-saving measure. Who knows? All I know is, wake me up when they make World at War 2. Not Call of Duty World War 2, World at War 2 with Treyarch. That's what I want. I was never the biggest Black Ops fan. Black Ops is good. It's fine, but I was really a Call of Duty Big Red One fan, Call of Duty 2, Call of Duty 3, Call of Duty World at War. And it's not just nostalgia talking, those were good games. It looked like he was running with a grenade in his hand. He was just gonna suicide bomb us. Oh, man. Oh yeah, Call of Duty 4 and Modern Warfare 2. Those are great as well. I don't dislike Call of Duty. Anyway, this isn't. We're not talking about Call of Duty. We're talking about Battlefield. What Battlefield would you guys like to see? I'd be very interested to know. Modern day, Vietnam. I'd like to see Vietnam. How about 2143? I've been waiting years for 2143.
Erste Hilfe für dich.
I don't know if we're ever gonna get it. We'll see. Oh god, sniper. Sniper, sniper, sniper!
Noch mehr Erste
I
Hilfe.
have to use one of those health packs on myself. I got one health pack left. I think I'm gonna be selfish and save it. If I see a teammate that desperately, direly needs health, I'll give it to him, but otherwise, I'm just gonna be a selfish son of a bitch and keep myself alive. Anyway, let's head to objective Butter. Shit. Where the hell's that fire coming from? Actually, I could use some ammunition.
Brauche Munition.
Excuse me, sir. Sir? Good luck getting that revive, you sack of shit. Karma. I deserve that. I was looking forward to World War II, so I'm happy. Mark wants Vietnam. Ghost wants Battlefield 1066. Bad Company 3. Yeah, that would have been a good one. This game kind of reminds me of Bad Company, though, in terms of gameplay, so I'm happy about that. By the way, this is alpha, so if you see any glitches, that's probably why. It's under development. It's not the final version of the game. Not by a long shot, obviously. And this is closed alpha, so it's difficult to get in. There should be an open beta. Well, there definitely will be an open beta. I don't know about open alpha. I don't know if they're gonna send out more codes for this alpha, but it's difficult to get in. You can probably find a code on eBay. Maybe not. They sell pretty quickly. Anyway, the eBay codes are going for like 60 bucks, so you will pay through the nose. It may just be worth it for you to wait. 60 bucks is a lot for like a couple days of gameplay in an alpha. End of day 2, sectors lost. 2 out of 3 sectors lost. Not bad for the enemy team.
The British thought that they were worthy opponents. That mistake has cost them dearly. With our lines intact, our forces can safely move into a more strategic location in the mountains. We will prevail.
Not bad. I guess they don't look too bad. I don't like the blue face paint that much. I don't know. Was blue face paint ever a thing in World War II? I need to Google that. I don't know. And I don't understand. Maybe they really wanted to be a part of the Blue Man Group. Maybe the Blue Man Group's origins lie within World War II. Anyway, we did okay. Not too bad. But that was a fun match. In any case, thank you guys for wait, hold on. What is this? Is this a night map? Yeah, this is a night map. I'm gonna play a couple more minutes, but unfortunately I do have to log off soon. But I will be live streaming again this weekend and probably Friday as well. I'm gonna be live streaming more Battlefield 1, of course. And I'm gonna be making another video. Got a triple kill last time. Let's see what we get this time. I don't know if that artillery is actually firing. I don't know if we can aim it. I don't believe we can. Nothing. Anyway, it's a fun game. It really is. It's a marked improvement over Battlefield 1, and for that, I'm happy. It's not quite the area that I wanted. Look at all those people. That's so cool. It's not quite the area that I wanted, but I'm perfectly content. I do like World War II. I love tanks. I love World War II tanks, especially. So, I'm happy for that. Wonder if I can team kill my teammates if they're close to the barrels. Probably not. That'd be a pretty big oversight. Anyway, if I happen to get more beta codes, alpha codes, sorry. If I happen to get more alpha codes, I will be giving them away. I don't know if I will be able to. They are very, very limited, unfortunately. But there's definitely going to be an open beta before the game comes out. So if you're unsure if Battlefield 5 is for you, if you felt a little burned from Battlefield 1, which I would understand, the beta is going to be the best time to try it out before you buy it. It's like a demo. Remember when games had demos? I do. Not all games had demos, though. Battlefield wasn't really a game that had demos. Did it ever have demos? I think it just had betas. This is a pretty cool feature, I gotta say. Anybody on the other side? Yep. Oh, damn, multiple. Barbed wire does damage, of course. You don't want to go trudging through it too often. Damn. Well, in any case, thank you guys for joining me for Battlefield 5. I'm sorry, I gotta get going. I will be releasing another video tonight. And, yeah. Thank you guys for joining me for Call of... Jesus Christ. Thank you for joining me with Call of Duty World War II! No, thank you for joining me for, Battlefield 5. We didn't play as the British once. We played as the Germans the entire time. We didn't even get the drop from one of the planes. Too bad. In any case. Just a quick recap. Time to kill is much faster, much more satisfying. Hitboxes feel tighter. I don't have any hard numbers on that. They probably are tighter. Oh god. Anyway, bullet dispersion is predictable. It's in a predictable, consistent pattern, which is another marked improvement over Battlefield 1. Graphics look good. It's not night and day, but it's better, once again. Building is great for balancing, especially the fact that towns are almost completely destructible. So it's not just a barren wasteland. It's not just the middle of Blood Gulch. Once all the buildings are destroyed, you can build you can build your cover back up, which is great. It's kind of a return to form, in my opinion. There were a lot of missteps taken with Battlefield 1, but there's been a lot of improvements and fixes to those mistakes. I think this is going to bring a lot of people back that really enjoyed Bad Company 2. It's definitely going to bring me back. I stopped playing Battlefield 1 because I just didn't find it as enjoyable as I used to find Battlefield, but it's kind of bringing that magic back. I like it. Hopefully Halo gets a return to form. Oh man, I used to play Halo every single day. And then, after Halo 4, just didn't. I enjoyed Reach. I was one of those people, but I didn't enjoy 4, and I kind of enjoyed 5, but it was no Halo 3. Or Halo 2. Or Halo 1. I played Halo 1 on PC all the time. At least Halo 6 should be on PC as well. It's pretty damn exciting. In any case, thank you for joining me for this live stream. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. I've got more Battlefield 1 videos coming, including an in-depth look at the graphics of Battlefield 1, recorded in uber high quality. I'm gonna do a minute of shoutouts. Thank you guys for joining me, and unfortunately, that's gonna be all tonight. So, more streams this weekend, but shoutouts start now. Shout out to RK Murphy. Shout out to John Lawrence. Shout out to Unsalted Salt. Shout out to Owen Fraser. Shout out to Zlingly00. Shout out to Tristan Larkin. Shout out to Kim Nybuck. Was hoping for a gritty World War II setting with real era authenticity. Yeah, that would be nice. I'm just mostly concerned about really flashy cosmetics. I don't know if they're going to be too crazy. No pink uniforms is all I'm saying. That's how they can satisfy me. Anyway, shout out to Filka, shout out to Paul Tappy, shout out to That Cunning Fox, shout out to Benjamin Sanctuary, shout out to Mel's King of the Cats, shout out to Yusuf Esho, shout out to 501st Legion, GE Player, shout out to Samuel Davis, shout out to Little Rosh, shout out to Armando B. Babone, shout out to Naomi Phoenix, shout out to Matt Meek, shout in to Jabrizi OG Centurion, David Buford. Shout out to Dead Man Walking. Shout out to Call Me Chris 513. Shout out to Prometheus Bound. I actually really liked Prometheus. I know most people didn't, but I liked it. I also liked Alien Covenant. I liked it more than Prometheus. Shoot me. Shout out to Nigel Marvin. Shout out to Fardine Khan. Shout out to K. Marie Moore. Shout out to Kun Huang. I'm hoping I pronounced that correctly. Maybe it's Huang. Shout out to Mr. Kun. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. Shout out to Clay R. Shout out to Eric Campbell. Shout out to T-Boy Max 007. Shout out to Mike. Shout out to the McSqueakers. And I'll see you guys this weekend with more Battlefield 1. Until then, game massively and take care. And if you're in the alpha, see you on the battlefield.